What's up, y'all? I got a banger from Modern Dating here. Let's get straight into it.
I don't know how else to say this, but my husband is manipulating and emotionally abusing me.
Remember that. Manipulating and emotionally abusing. Remember that.
Oh, man. Tell me about it. Whatever you're comfortable talking about. Yeah, I don't want you to... Just tell me as much as you feel comfortable telling me.
Okay, so... let me just start from the beginning. When my husband and I first started dating, we had this deep conversation about cheating. He told me, clear as day, if this ever happens, I need to know straight away. If you tell me and it only happens once, I think I could forgive you. And honestly, that stuck with me. It made me feel like, okay, if I ever screwed up, at least being honest would matter to him more.
She's a runner, she's a track
Fast
star.
forward 5 years and we're married now. A couple weeks ago, there was this company party, and I don't even know how to say this, but I made a huge mistake. I slept with a coworker.
Emotionally manipulating her. He's doing all this, yet she went around and became a bop.
She's a runner, she's a track star.
Can we get some bop lords in the chat? That's crazy work.
I know. It's awful. It was a moment of weakness, and I've hated myself every second since it happened.
Did you hate yourself while you were doing it, though?
Conversation we had all those years ago, it kept playing in my head. I thought, if I just told him, at least I'd have a chance to fix things, you know? So, a couple of nights ago, I brought it up. I asked him if he remembered those conversations we had about cheating. At first, he was like, which one?
Starting by asking him if he remembered.
Bro, emotionally manipulating him. I'm sorry, but this lady knew what it was. She's just negating all responsibility. But do you see how fast these women play the victim and just blame the men? It's crazy.
I had a lot of talks like that early on. So I reminded him about how he said he would forgive me if it only happened once, if I was honest. And then I told him everything. His reaction was immediate. He looked mortified. He didn't even say anything. Just packed his stuff and left. I begged him to stay.
Nope.
I was crying, apologizing, trying to explain, but he wouldn't listen.
Right.
Good.
He said he needed to cool down and walked out.
His reaction is understandable.
Yeah, I was about to say he reacted accordingly. I think men should do that.
We
Pack your stuff and leave.
finally talked, and I tried to remind him of that conversation, thinking maybe it would help him maybe understand why I confessed. And do you know what he did? He laughed. He was just there on the other end of the phone laughing. Then he told me that he never meant any of it. That he only said he'd forgive me back.
She playing checkers. This man is playing chess. He's like, I didn't mean that. I just wanted to know if you was for the streets.
Back then, to make sure I'd confess if I ever cheated. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I know what I did
200 IQ move on his part, bro.
was wrong. I'm not denying that for a second, but to hear him say he lied to me, that all this time he never actually meant to forgive me, it felt like, I don't know, like I'd been set up. Now
Think about how he feels, though. Notice she isn't talking about any of his feelings. It's all me, my, I. It's the victim Olympics, bruv.
he's planning to divorce me, and he said there's nothing I can say or do to make him change his mind. And I get it. I broke his trust. But at the same time, it feels like he broke mine, too. I believed we had this understanding, you know?
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Get the French toast out of here.
He broke mine, too. He broke mine, too. I just can't believe that. Just take responsibility.
And maybe if I knew he was lying, I wouldn't have cheated in the first place.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I wouldn't have cheated in the first place. Look at this. He's actually a genius. Dude is actually a genius. Good play. If I knew he was lying, I wouldn't have cheated. Wow. Dude, you just can't make this stuff up. This is why I say women grow old, they never grow up. She absolutely used that conversation as a pass. 100% she did. So she held on to it like it was a getaway free card, having to start with that combo and continually use it. Dude, I'm telling you. This is crazy work, brother, man. She really thought she was going to get a get out of jail free card with that one. I'm confused. Why is she mad? Dude, she's the victim. That's why. The amount of audacity that resides in some people is astounding. Bro, it's nutty, brother. It's nutty, the fact that she thinks that she's in the right for this.
Conversation they had about cheating as a backup to support her decision.
That's crazy, bro. So crazy. That she thought she was going to get like a get out of jail free card.
To change
because she told him the truth. Oh my God.
Would be an issue if she decided to jump into that adventure, but that wasn't the plan. Cheating just because you think your partner will give you a pass is wild.
The guy in the white finds his wife on a date after saying she was going out with the girls.
This is my wife. She's out to dinner with you, telling me lies about what she did. Yeah, you made it so I did something.
The streets can have a mate.
What is it? What's the question? What have you got to say to yourself? What do you have to say to yourself? Explain yourself. Say again? Oh, really? Okay. Who else? Why are you here then? Why are you telling your kids lies? Why are you telling me lies about where you're at?
Thank you.
Explain yourself.
I feel bad for the guy caught in the crossfire here. He's like, I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. I ain't even know this was your girl. I'm gonna keep it real. Like, I don't know whose girl this is. Clearly, she ain't your girl. She ain't my girl. I don't know who this is. I was just here to buck. Look at that. She was about to get her eat on too. She was videoing it and everything. That's crazy work, brother, man. Oh, sorry. That was the person. I'm so dumb.
Stupid.
That was the person. Would have apologized to the husband and left. Bro, chat, let me ask y'all, what would y'all do if you were out on a date with a chick? Let's say you're out on a date with a girl and her man shows up. Are you staying? Are you leaving? Are you going to try to work it out with her and say, baby, no, I can be your hero, baby. It can be me. Like, what are you going to do? That being said, we'll be right back. I know the dating scene sucks, but so does getting hurt in an accident. Have you ever found yourself involved in a personal injury case? As an image consultant, I meet a lot of clients who are actually recovering from all sorts of injuries, from car accidents to workplace injuries. And I was actually surprised to see how many people lose their personal injury cases, which is why I want to talk about Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. They specialize in a wide variety of personal injury cases, and they've won thousands of big cases. And if you do end up working with them, they're going to fight for the money that you deserve. Just recently, Morgan & Morgan solidified verdicts in Florida for $12 million and $26 million in Philly. That's up to 40 times the highest insurance offer. And I'm telling you, your case could be worth millions. And the best part is, it's all free unless you win your case. Now, if you've also been the victim of a personal injury or a serious accident, you can visit www.forthepeople.com/Levi, found in the description below, where you can start your free claim today.
Not sex that we're looking for when we cheat. It's an emotional connection. It's
See, this is why I say women cheat emotionally, men cheat physically. Let's run that back, Turbo, just so you can see her say it.
Already interested on someone else.
most women, it's not sex that we're looking for when we cheat. It's an emotional connection. It's always like something like emotionally like that you're not receiving from a man. It's just the 80-20. He might be doing 80% of everything you need him to do. That 20%, it can be sex, whatever the case may be. But even if it's sex, you're not looking really necessarily just for somebody to have sex with.
Facts. Chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree. Women typically cheat emotionally, and why they cheat is because they're looking for a replacement for their partner for the insufficiencies that they have, or the inadequacies or deficiencies that they have. I might have just made up a word. I'm so dumb.
Stupid.
Insufficiencies. I don't even know if that's a word. Once again, put a 1 in the chat if you agree that women typically cheat because they want another emotional connection and they want to replace a man, whereas men typically cheat just because it's like Baskin Robbins. They just want another flavor. They can just cheat physically. Most of the time, women don't cheat physically. They cheat emotionally. They're looking to replace the partner because he's lacking in some regard. That's why I think if a woman cheats, it's a wrap. You can't ever take a cheating woman back. I've had some of you guys reach out to me on IG. You've emailed me and asked, Levi, my girl cheated on me. What should I do? And I say, cut and run. Pack your stuff and leave, bro. You can never forgive her. And then also, you can't ever be with a woman that's cheated on her man to get with you. If she cheated with you, then you're next to be cheated on. I think somebody in the comments put that in there. But if she cheated with you, you're next to be cheated on. Like, bro, don't ever get with a cheating woman or never take a woman back that's cheated on you.
You're looking for someone to build an emotional connection with so that you can have good sex with them and then go from there.
And you make that move and then you take that next step and now you have an emotional connection with somebody else. You have sex and now you really like this other guy, but you're in a relationship.
And it's not smart.
Sorry, babe. I think we should break up. How about just leave?
Yeah, I would just dip.
That's the problem. Nobody...
Oh, and that's another thing, dude. Especially nowadays with relationships, people don't want to work through anything. They don't want to like sit there and have the tough conversations. And I always say that you want to build a deep emotional bond with someone, a deep emotional connection. You're going to have really hard conversations to kind of break down who you really are, who they really are, how you feel love, how you give love. But a lot of people don't even want to have those deep emotional like conversations. They just want to avoid them because they're difficult, which, you know, you thrive more in a relationship when you have those deep like emotional conversations, in my opinion.
Telling sign to find out if your man is cheating on you or not. And I only know this from personal experience, like way back in the day. And I didn't realize it until now that this was like a major red flag. If he starts accusing you of doing some shady shit. If he
What, did this girl just get out of 7th grade? Bro, this is like, it's like red flag cheating 101. The person that's cheating always projects like what they're doing onto you. You're cheating, you're doing this. So if a girl's blaming you all the time for doing things, more than likely they're doing it themselves.
Starts out of the blue questioning you, just being on your ass more and, you know, being suspicious of your activity and starts accusing you of things that you obviously didn't do. That is literally his way of telling you, hey, I'm doing this shady shit. I cheated on you and I am worried that you are doing the same thing. It is his subconscious being so paranoid because he did it that now he's paranoid that you're doing the same thing. So
wow, good job. Solid work there, Inspector Gadget. I'm sorry, but that's like a no-brainer. It's like cheating 101 is the person that's cheating usually projects what they're doing onto you because, yeah, their subconscious is telling them, hey, I'm upset. But I wanted to show you guys this clip. This is of Travis Hunter. His girlfriend starts crying in front of him after meeting her favorite rapper, Lil Wayne, for the first time. Bro, if your girl cries in front of you after meeting another man, she's for the streets, bro.
She's a runner, she's a track star.
My dog. My dog. What's up, baby? That's what I wanted to see. Oh.
Your girl telling Lil Wayne, I love you.
Weezy got it like that. Weezy got it like that. Oh, he want to see. He want to look around. Look, how you doing, brother? Let's look around. What's up, baby?
Travis Hunter just laughing. That poor kid, man. The idolization of celebrities. Now, Lil Wayne's great. I think Lil Wayne's awesome. I would never tell him, I love you. And especially if my girl said that, bro, it's a wrap for you, buddy boy. It's an absolute wrap. There is no way that you should allow your girl to say, I love you to a whole other man. Travis Hunter puts up with it. It's just pure proof that you can be an athlete and still be a sucker, man. Like, sorry, I got to switch this over because, you know, whatever, that channel doesn't, they do it on the side. But it's just pure proof that just because you got clout, just because you got, you know, the Heisman, doesn't mean you can't get played like a fiddle. And Travis Hunter, that's disgusting. I love you. Oh, God. And he's just laughing about it? There's no way, bro. All right, I want to show you guys this clip. The title of this clip is Who Works Harder, Men or Women? And this chick apparently goes off on these girls.
Can you name many women who you know in your friend group who are willing to work 80 hours per week on something?
Good Lord, those things were bigger than my dreams.
I could name several men who I know who are in my
No, she's definitely Australian.
circle who do that or who aspire to do that versus most women. We're exhausted
I mean, I know
after doing an
some,
average
and-
40-hour week. That's why most women are going to because they can't even work a fucking restaurant job. They can't even work a 40-hour per week job. So they go and they do our and yet we're here fighting about women's natural work ethic and proclivity to be able to achieve the same results
I mean,
as men.
I
They
know
see
so
that.
many lazy men as well. Like, you know, the men, like, if you look at the stats of the norm, like, there are way more men who are homeless, who are unemployed, and there are also way more men who are billionaires. And I think there's just a lot more men on average who, like, do everything, but it doesn't represent the whole. And same with, like, women. I think women more have, like, a normal curve where a lot of people work, like, maybe average 40 hours, but there are people who work more and there are people who work
And that's
less.
but we're talking on the balance of probability. We're not talking about the
the
exception to the
probability
rule. What
of
we're
it
talking
is that
about
there are a
the
lot more
societal
men
standards which are, in turn relate to people's natural proclivities.
I mean, girl's got a point. Most women just don't want to work. I think they did a study of like live streamers that made more money than female live streamers, and a lot of the male live streamers, this is going to sound crazy, they just streamed longer. They streamed longer. You're going to make more money if you work longer. I think the gender pay gap has been stomped into the dirt of the fact that it's just a farce. So, yeah. I saw this chick. This chick is pretty based. The title of the video is Not Everything is About Control.
Don't shoot the messenger, but a man is not trying to control you just because he has something to say about what you have on. It is not a sign of control if you're in a healthy relationship. It's actually a really good sign because that man understands that you're going to represent him. And if you're not yet a wife, he is showing you right now that he cares about how you all are represented and knowing that you will be the biggest representation of him. Because when you represent somebody, you embody the characteristics that this person actually has. And if he lets you walk outside and look any kind of way and do any kind of thing, what does that say about him as a man? Stop thinking that every little thing that a man says is about control. Sometimes it's literally just for the benefit of both of you. And he has to be the best judge for both of you because he's supposed to be the leader of your relationship.
Preach. I love seeing based women talk about this stuff because the thing is that your woman is an extension of you. She's an extension of you. So when you're out and about, if your girl's been ran through like a set of stairs, she's been sprinted through like the freaking Boston Marathon, got more mileage than a NASCAR rally car. You know what I mean? Like, it's not going to look good on you, bro. Like, you need to have a woman who is modest, that doesn't have a lot of bodies, that isn't promiscuous, because then when you go out, you get respect. I think there's a direct correlation, chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree. I think there's a direct correlation to how good a guy's personality is to how hot of a chick he can get. So look at the beauty of the woman. That tells you the personality of the man. Because women typically fall in love with guys who have good personalities. They're funny, they're likable, they're empathetic, they're understanding, they're emotionally intelligent. Whereas men are very visual creatures. We like hot chicks, but we don't just like hot chicks. We like hot chicks that are also understanding. Like, Cass is hot, but she's also very smart. She's a nurse. And I know I say don't date nurses. Most of the time, I would actually tell you to not date nurses. Cass is one of the exceptions, though. Because I was like, in the beginning, I was like, oh, I don't really want to date a nurse. Because nurses are very alpha at their jobs. But the more me and Cass got to know each other, the more we wanted very traditional things. So, you know, the exceptions always don't make the rule. But you always got to remember that your partner is an extension of you. And if you go out and your girl knows a bunch of guys, like you go to the bar and all the guys are saying, what's up? What's up? That is not a good thing, bro. That is not a good thing. That means she's been ran. That means she's a runner. It's the last thing that that's the last thing that you want. Now, and I think a lot of people don't have, especially in the modern dating market, they don't have the honor that they used to have or the integrity that they used to have. Where it's like when we go out as a couple. I want to be seen as a collective. I don't want to be seen as an individual. I want to be seen as a unit. Because when we're married, we're a unit now, right? We're a union. We're one. I think a lot of people seem to miss that. And they don't realize that as a couple, you're seen as one, so you have to move in a certain way so people respect that. I want people to look up to me and Cass and go, wow, they have a lot of integrity. They have a really good relationship. And most of our friends do. I wish we had what you guys had. Because me and her are like, two peas in a pod. We're happy as ever, holding hands everywhere. I'm opening the door, pulling out her chair. Like, I'm very chivalrous. I'm very traditional, but I got a traditional woman. I got a woman that knows I like a warm meal. I like the house cleaned. Like, these things, like, she knows that I like this stuff, therefore she does it. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Go cop the ebooks, 4 Pillars of Personality, 4 Steps of Style, 4 Values of Vetting. Links in the description. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. I'll see you guys tomorrow, man. Peace.